Hi everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live. We would like to share with you our 13 days, 10 night Greece and Southern Italy tour. Easy Europe, we believe in bringing you a whole new travel experience. And as a tour planner myself, we always look into the details of our tour. We want to give you a whole new travel experience when you travel with us, and we always get energized when we see our travelers review. These are some of our travelers review. When we see and read all these reviews, we always get excited. We love to give our travelers good memories that will last them, that will bring them joy in the years to come when they have a look at some of these photos. And today we would like to share with you 5 components that make a whole new travel experience when you travel with us. These are details that we look into when we plan your tour. The first one is always handcraft itinerary with a daily theme. We believe that when you travel with us, the 10 days are very, very precious. We would like to give you a different activities, a different theme every day, so that you will be very excited looking forward for the next day when you travel with us. First of all, let me bring you through our itinerary and give you an insight what you're going to do every day when you travel with us, the 13 days, 10 nights. We will fly from KLIA airport, and when we arrive in Rome airport, we will give you some time to freshen up, give you some time to change, and then we are going to embark on our journey from Rome to Naples. It's a short drive of 2.5 hours. The moment we arrive in Naples, one of the major cities in southern Italy, first thing you notice is you smell good coffee. When you smell good coffee, you know you are in Italy. What I love about Naples is this is a very busy town. It's a port, and when we arrive in Naples, first thing we must do when we arrive in Italy is to experience some Italian cuisine, seafood meal, and we have a very good restaurant that we will share with you a little while. And after some free time in Naples city, we will check into our hotel. Our hotel is in between Naples and Sorrento, and we'll call it a day because after a long flight you are tired. We'd like to give you some rest so that you are ready to embark on a very interesting journey the next day. The next day, what we are going to do? We're going to experience a coastal charm of southern Italy, Amalfi Coast. We are going to visit a very interesting island named Capri Island. We will take a ferry from Naples. Sorry, we'll take a ferry from Sorrento. It will take about 45 minutes when we arrive in Capri. One thing very exciting about Capri is if the weather is good, you have a chance to experience blue grotto. This is definitely an experience of a lifetime. This is something that you wouldn't want to miss when you arrive in southern Italy. After a full day tour in Capri, we will take a ferry back to Sorrento. We have some free time to experience the beautiful street of Sorrento. We also have some free time for you to buy some local products. One thing when you arrive in southern Italy, especially Amalfi Coast, you must always get some beautiful souvenirs. I've been to Sorrento many times. I still enjoy shopping at the shopping street because you can find some local products, some very nice souvenirs, and definitely bring you a lot of good memories in the years to come. Next, the following day, we are going to experience the heart of Amalfi Coast. What I mean by Amalfi Coast, when we drive along the coastline from Sorrento to Positano, you will experience beautiful coastline. The journey is definitely something that you will enjoy, and we will also do a few photo points, stop by the roadside so you can take some beautiful scenery, photos of a scenery, and we will visit a very beautiful village named Positano. This is one village that I really enjoy. I've been to Positano many times, and until today I still enjoy this beautiful Positano. Look at this scenery. Is this wonderful? And we will also have a good lunch in Positano before we embark to Amalfi Coast with ferry, and then from Amalfi Coast we'll drive to inland to stay in a very beautiful hotel named MH Matera. After 2 nights of coastal experience, I think we will want to have a different landscape. The following day, we are going to visit a very interesting place named Matera and Alberobello. One thing worth to mention about Matera is this year, Matera voted the Capital of Culture 2019. This is definitely a place that you would love to visit. Matera is also the place where Mel Gibson filmed the movie Passion of Christ, and is a favorite place of Mel Gibson. After we do a full day, we do a half-day tour in Matera. We will drive for 45 minutes. Just a short 45 minutes, you can notice a totally different landscape. Matera, we will experience Sasi. When we arrive in Alberobello, we're going to experience truly something very, very interesting. I will show you some photos later. We'll go to a port named Bari. From there, we're going to board a overnight ferry. One thing I love about this itinerary is after 3 nights you experience southern Italy, we stay in a ferry for a night, and the following day we will arrive in Greece. A totally different experience. When we arrive in Greece, one thing interesting is we are going to experience a beautiful breakfast in a hotel named Epilus. This is the hotel where you're going to experience a very interesting Greek breakfast, something that is totally different compared to when you are in Italy. And this is a hotel where all our travelers really enjoy. It's a beautiful hotel with a great breakfast to greet you when you arrive in Greece. And after a good breakfast, we are going to visit a very interesting monastery. The name of the monastery is Meteora, Monasteries on the Rock. This is a UNESCO site. This is a place not to miss when you arrive in Greece. And one thing I love is we will also spend some time to visit 1 to 2 monasteries on the rock. We will spend a half-day tour here with our guide to know more about the history about this monastery before we proceed to stay a night in a town which is very close to Meteora, and have a good rest. And the following day we will explore the heart of Greece, which is Athens. Definitely to visit Athens is a must when you arrive in Greece. We are going to do a full day tour in Greece before we take a flight, and the next 4 days we have something very, very interesting for you. First of all is Mykonos. Mykonos is one of my favorite islands. We call it the island of the winds. What we love about Mykonos is 2 nights in Mykonos is definitely an experience of a lifetime. Why I say so? After a short flight from Athens to Mykonos, we check into our hotel. We have a very beautiful hotel waiting for you. Have a good rest, and the following day we are going to explore a half day with our guide. We have a guide that will bring us some very interesting place in Mykonos where you will enjoy a very different landscape. You know, personally, every time when I arrive in Mykonos, it gives me a fresh experience. And after a half-day tour, we have a good seafood meal. You know, one thing you must try when you arrive in Mykonos is to have a seafood meal by the promenade. Enjoy beautiful scenery of the sea, having a good seafood meal. And after we finish a half-day tour, we will give you a half-day where you can have free and easy time in Mykonos. One of the activities that you will love to do when you arrive in Mykonos is to enjoy the experience of getting lost. When you arrive, when we explore Mykonos, the streets are so similar. They are so, sometimes it's like a maze when you walk in the streets of Mykonos, but definitely it's an experience of a lifetime. And after you experience 2 nights in Mykonos, we are going to experience 2 nights in Santorini. Santorini is very different from Mykonos. Santorini is a volcanic island. We will take a ferry from Mykonos to Santorini, and then the next 2 days we will do something very, very interesting in Santorini. Let me share with you some of the activities we are going to do. Of course, good meals in Santorini is always a must. we know one restaurant, family-run restaurant, where we can experience really local, good Greek food. And at the same time, we are going to enjoy beautiful sunset in Yar, the town of Yar, with our guide. And the following day, we have free time in Fira, and then we are going to share with you a little while sunset sail experience in Santorini. This is an experience of a lifetime. Santorini sunset sail on a beautiful catamaran. The second component of a whole new travel experience is fine selections of hotel. We understand that when you travel, you want to enjoy comfort, you want to enjoy luxury. That's why we always look into hotels, because to us, hotels is very, very important to give you a whole new travel experience. We can't, because every single tour, we will have different hotels. So today, I will just give you a general idea what are the hotels that you will stay when you travel with us in our Greece and Southern Italy tour. First of all is the hotel MH Matera. This year, Matera, just like what I mentioned just now, this year Matera voted Capital of Culture 2019. That's why it's important for us to visit the town of Matera. And this is a very comfortable hotel, nice hotel. And what I like about this hotel is just 20 minutes to the city center. So you will have good time, enough time, and it's going to be a very interesting journey of exploring the Sassi when you stay in this hotel, because the hotel has got good location and at the same time very comfortable rooms. When we arrive in Santorini, one of the experience that you're going to experience is we will stay in hotels that are painted in blue and white, and that is the characteristic of this island, Santorini Island. And also in Mykonos. Mykonos is also we also have very beautiful hotels in Mykonos. You will definitely enjoy your time with us when you travel with us. Handpicked restaurant for memorable dining experience. When you travel with us, beside hotel, beside the itinerary, one of the area that we put a lot of focus into is the dining experience. Let me share with you some of the restaurants that we have shortlisted for this tour. Definitely a good choice of restaurant is this restaurant in Naples, where you get to try local seafood meal, seafood pasta, grilled seafood, and of course with a glass of red wine and with tiramisu. Definitely give you a good impression of Italian food. Positano, this is one of my personal favorite. We're going to have a meal by the promenade of exclusive Positano beaches, where you will experience a very interesting seafood meal as well. Alberobello, this is one experience of a lifetime. You will have a chance to enjoy a good lunch in a Trulli. This is a very, very old restaurant, but it's also one of the very interesting restaurants for a very good meal. This meal will give you experience of a lifetime. Meteora, we have a very interesting family-run restaurant. This restaurant, this is a very lovely restaurant where you get a chance to try some local Greek food. It's a family-run restaurant. Santorini, we also have a very lovely restaurant where you can try some local Greek food as well. Athens, last but not least, this is one restaurant where you will have a good impression of Greek food, and it's a restaurant with a certificate of excellence. Personal time to explore. This is also one component that we find that is very, very important in a tour. We do not want you to rush through the journey, but instead we want you to have some personal time to explore on your own during your free time. For instance, in Alberobello, imagine we will have ample time where you can explore all the small shops in this interesting town named Alberobello. You have a chance to take a lot of photos. You have a chance to look into every single shops, what are the local products that they sell. You will really have a good time in Alberobello. Next, Mykonos. You have, like what I mentioned just now, you have half day in Mykonos where you can explore Mykonos. You can look in, you can have time to look into all the shops. You have time to do some shopping, and most important thing is you have time to sit down to have a coffee, to immerse yourself in this beautiful Mykonos. Santorini. We will have good time in Santorini as well, because we have 2 days in Mykonos, 2 days in Santorini, where you can explore on your own the town of Fira and also the town of Ia in Santorini. Last but not least, we would like to bring your attention to a very interesting component in our whole new travel experience when you travel with us, is what we call the E-moment. Every single tour, we will look into a very good, very important experience that will give you a very lasting memory when you travel with us. And in our Greece and southern Italy, we have chosen Santorini sunset sailing experience. In a short while, I will show you a video where you will have a chance to see what is this sunset sail all about. And with this, I would like to end my Facebook Live today. Thank you very much for your time with us, and we'll see you next week, where we will talk about another itineraries that we have, which is Croatia, Slovenia, and Balkans. Thank you, and I would like you to stay tuned to our video. Thank you.